Hello everyone and welcome to my daily report market videos on Thursday the 23rd of May with me, Richard Perry, market analyst at Hantec. We've got an ongoing dollar strength scenario. We've had the Fed meeting minutes last night and they basically just reiterated the fact that the Fed's on hold now for time to come, I think. Patience seems to be the main thing, and also they're going to be not really seeing any real sustainability in the move lower on inflation, seeing it as transient. And certainly that has helped to support the dollar. The dollar continues to outperform across the majors, with the one exception, or the exception of the safe havens. So the Swiss franc is mildly stronger, and also the yen is mildly stronger today. Now that comes as just an ongoing feel of risk aversion through markets at the moment. There's the US China trade dispute is showing absolutely no sign of being resolved, and in fact there's nothing in the diary for the negotiation to get going again. So subsequently markets are taking that as a negative. We've also seen the oil price, which has dropped back again. That oil price in the last day or so, certainly with the elevated US inventories, certainly had oil coming under pressure. That is a sign of risk aversion, we've also seen that coming through on equity markets as well. The S&P 500 last night just a shade lower, about 0.3%, but the futures are lower by 0.6, 0.7% today. So there is further weakness expected there, and comes back into the prospect of this being, well, not so much on the S&P 500, but across other markets such as the French CAC and my chart of the day, which is the DAX. We can see this prospective head and shoulders top pattern potentially coming to fruition. So this is the concern that we're seeing. And we're seeing equity markets in Europe 1% lower at the moment. FTSE 100 outperforming. Sterling weakness is a real factor here. We've got the continued implosion of the Conservative Party in the UK government. Mrs May looks as though she's on the brink. I mean, she's been on the brink for 3 years, or however long she's been in power, pretty much. But she looks as though she's, in the next couple of days, possibly having to relinquish her role as Prime Minister. So that's coming, seeing sterling under pressure. 26 figure at the moment, pretty much there or thereabouts. That is a key move to the downside we've seen. I'll talk about the technical implications of that, but some really interesting moves. Now, in terms of data points today, we've got the Eurozone flash PMIs in focus, and we've just had them out this morning, and they've missed across the board. Manufacturing flash PMI lower, services lower, and missing estimates. And the flash composite a shade higher at 51.6, but missing estimates at 51.7. Add to that, we've got the German IFO numbers, which have not come out pleasantly either. Certainly the business climate down, current conditions down. That all adds up to pretty disappointing data across the board at 9 o'clock today. Now we've got the US flash PMIs this afternoon. Scroll down, 245, and expectation of 52.5 and 52.3. So there or thereabouts where we were. 53.2. There or thereabouts where we were last month on the US flash PMIs. So that's all coming this afternoon. Now, my chart today is the DAX. I spoke about the DAX just now. We are seeing the DAX, which has topped out last week, 12,310. And now is starting to form lower highs, lower lows, rolling over momentum indicators. Today's open move lower. Again, is that another lower high at 12,211? Putting pressure on the 12,000 level again. 12,000 was just intraday breached this week on Monday, but tested again today. Held initially, but again, coming under pressure. You can see the fact on the hourly chart as well. We're sort of starting to roll over again on these momentum indicators, but the concern I have is, as I have across these equity markets, certainly in Europe, is this prospective head and shoulders top, that key uptrend of the past 4 or 5 months comes in at 11,960 today, and given the fact that these momentum indicators are rolling over, you can see this sort of topping out aspect on this. A move below 40 on the RSI would be a really significant moment, and back below 50 certainly suggests the near-term outlook is under pressure, but that 11,960 level of the uptrend will be watched. You've also got the flanking 55-day moving average at 11,905. That key support comes in at that long-term pivot, but 11,850 is the key level of support of that head and shoulders top. So something certainly to be aware of in the coming days. So I wish you good luck in your trading today, and I'll speak to you later.